Hello, and how are you doing? It's really good to have you here. And this is a continuation of the wonderful series we started a while ago on Copilot and Intune. But in this video, we'll be focusing strictly on Copilot for M365. I gave like a brief introduction in our last video. So if you missed it, please go watch it. And if you still don't have a better understanding of how Copilot works in Microsoft Suite, you can hit me up with a comment in this video or on LinkedIn. I will be glad to share you more insights, use cases, how it can help your organization. It's very critical. In some slides I'll be showing you shortly, you see how it help business become more productive, help employees improve efficiency, automate routine tasks, get better ideas and creativity. It's very critical. So if you also want to implement Copilot in your organization, hit me up and then we can discuss how to embark on that. Um, I consider Copilot as it were your own personal assistant. You know, today only executives, C-suite executives have their personal assistant, but I consider Copilot as your technologically inclined assistant. You can talk about your travel itinerary. Copilot is there to support you. You can talk about updating your document, creating policies, analyzing data, creating slides, so email summary. You want to talk about new ideas, but you cannot. You're only visualizing it. You cannot bring it to reality. It's there to help you. So it's like a partner. You talk to it, and of course, the name is Copilot. So you're on the ride together, and you can easily trust it, as it were. So this is the model around Copilot 365. Um, you have the LLM, you have the Microsoft data, of course, the large language model, you have the Microsoft graph. In the last video, I talked about Microsoft graph. So if you've missed it, please go back and watch it. And then you have the Microsoft 365 apps. I'm sure you know all the apps. Um, Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Loop, and the rest and the likes. And then you have the internet. All these together form the basis on which Microsoft 365 Copilot is established. So Microsoft is guaranteeing us security with Copilot, compliance, privacy, and responsible AI. Of course, they need to clearly state this out because it is used within an enterprise environment. So it is essential that security is there, compliance with the local laws, internet laws as it were, privacy, where your information does not go out. It is modeled within the enterprise data set. That is why when you are on Copilot on the web, you can see between your organization's tab and you can see the web, and it's well distinct. So everything you do within your organization is the data set you have provided it. So for instance, you might be asking for who the president of your country is. If you are within your enterprise and that communication has never transpired via email, via chat, via PowerPoint, via Outlook, Word or Excel, it Copilot will not be able to provide you the answer, even though it might be a well-known person. But if you're on the internet, you will easily get the information. Why you will not be able to get on the internet private data that are restricted just to your enterprise. That is how security, compliance, privacy, and responsible AI is being implemented in Copilot. I hope that gives some respite to questions that you might already have. Now, Copilot for Microsoft 365 is transforming work. So, on the left hand side, we see that 60% of leaders say a lack of innovation or breakthrough ideas is a concern. That is before the event or advent of Copilot. 60% of leaders have been having issues with innovation and creativity to help them break through. It has not been coming forth that easily. You have an entire section, you plan for a meeting way ahead of time. You plan for um, a hurdle a way ahead of time. Maybe you say next week. Still, everybody comes to the meeting and nobody has any new idea. Nobody has any new thought process. And you spend 1 hour, 2 hours, nothing is forthcoming. You have to adjourn the meeting. So this has been a major concern. 64% of the people have struggled with finding time and energy to get their work done. You just come in the morning and you see workload pile up on your desk. You don't even know where to start from. You don't have the energy, you don't have the time. It's just 10 a.m. and you're already looking for what to eat because you're still wrapping your head around how do you solve all this. You just wish you had an assistant. And why 70% of the people indicated they could delegate as much as possible to AI to lessen their work. Of course, we all want some respite when it comes to our work because the better you are at your job, the more responsibilities you are being given. So it's like, should I do less so that I'm not giving more work? But of course, we all need to scale up. We all need to grow in our given career. So when the workload keeps increasing and you don't have an assistant, that is where most over 70% of the persons wish they had an AI. Now, when Copilot comes, 68% said Copilot improved the quality of their work. If you've never used Copilot, I can guarantee you that you will be among this 68% that would come to say Copilot has improved the quality of their work. 70% said Copilot made them more productive, while 77% said they didn't want to give Copilot up for anything. Once you get onboarded on Copilot, I can guarantee you, you would not want to go back. 10 hours saved per month on employee productivity, minimum of 10 hours. If it takes you about 2 hours or an hour to produce a slide from scratch, with Copilot, you can do that in less than 20 minutes. And if you are very good in slide creation, you could even do it in less than 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you are done. Because it will give you all the concept, it will give you all the template, and it will help you populate it and even create additional slides. It's just amazing. So let's look at Copilot in general. You have it embedded in Microsoft Word, you have it embedded in Excel, you have it embedded in PowerPoint, in Outlook, in Teams, and in Loop. Now, Copilot for Teams. Now, when you get the license, of course, Copilot is not free. Once you have the license for Copilot on your Microsoft Teams, on the left hand side, you will see the Copilot icon. You see the Copilot icon. Um, you can ask questions. You have prompts. You have prompts, as you can see on the screen at the middle of the page. You have prompts. Prompts are it's just like the way we communicate with our colleagues. But this time around, it has to be in a structured way because we are talking to a computer, as it were. So there are good prompts and there are bad prompts. Good prompts are prompts that are detailed, specific, concise. They also give example. Okay, so um, can you search for the best city where the standard of living is not too high but very safe in the western in the we can say within North America or within Europe or within western part of any country. With this kind of details, it knows how to specifically search and give you refined results. But if you just go ahead and say, find me a cheap country to visit, you might not get the concise answer or the kind of answer you would want. So if you don't know how to use prompt, in fact, I have a prompt Bible on Amazon. You can check it out with my name on Amazon. Um, if you don't use the right prompt, you will not enjoy the impact of Copilot. So it is fundamental as a prerequisite, apart from getting the Copilot license, you need to understand and make good use of prompt. You need to know how to prompt it to give you the desired result. So Copilot on Teams goes way beyond